is the woman who vanished after the crash. Part 2 is why abandoned vehicles terrify people. The woman who vanished after the crash. Witnesses saw her after the crash. Then she walked away. And nobody has ever explained what happened next. What theory makes the most sense to you? If you're not familiar with Patricia Meehan got into a car accident in Miami. She actually veered into another lane and got into an accident. It didn't seem like a catastrophic accident. It didn't seem like an accident that would have impaired her greatly. However, there and people that talked to her said things off. That she seemed distracted. She seemed like she was there, but not really there. There was other things going on. And so when we saw her crash, and then she walked away. And nobody ever explained what happened because they didn't know. They saw her walking away. They assumed maybe she was taking a breather and was going to come back. However, that is not what occurred. However, there were also multiple sightings after her disappearance in which people claimed that they had seen her, and multiple people saw her. However, there was nothing that conclusively verified that they were actually seeing Patricia Meehan. So what theory makes the most sense to you? Feel free to comment below. Part 2, why abandoned vehicle cases terrify people. Sometimes the vehicle is found, the driver isn't. And that's where the mystery begins. Because honestly, it's not about the car, it's about the person who's involved, the person who somehow is not found. Where are they? Did they walk away? Are they dealing with the effects of the crash or something along those lines, in which may have caused them to become disoriented, have amnesia, be kind of like an outer kind of body experience in which they're not really sure what's going on, be disoriented, be afraid, not be sure, a mental break of some kind. And so ultimately, vehicle mysteries terrify investigators, especially if the car is found and it looks normal, and the person is somewhere to parts unknown, right? Oftentimes you're dealing with broken timelines, which with broken timelines are extremely important to determine and to start investigating the case. But if investigators can't agree on a timeline, then they're almost back at square one until they can figure out something that makes some sense, right? Missing drivers. Where would you even begin to look for a missing driver? Maybe around the scene, but beyond that, which direction? Once you go around the vehicle and determine that the driver is not there, how else are you going to be able to determine where they're at, right? Did they walk away? Were they taken? Were they harmed? What occurred? Were they offered a ride by someone? And these cases haunt investigators because they're extremely difficult to solve, especially when a timeline has been broken. So feel free to answer in the comments. What abandoned vehicle case sticks with you? Feel free to comment down below. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Grace and Gavel, where truth meets compassion. My name is Buffy. I'm an almost 18-year criminal defense attorney. And if you're interested in deeper dives, please check out my podcasts, Recovering Perfectionist Mama, Grace in Progress, which is a psychology channel, and Grace and Gavel, where truth meets compassion, as I'm an almost 18-year criminal defense attorney. And we deal with a lot of legal topics if you're interested in the legal system. Both of these are housed on YouTube. So feel free to check them out and like and subscribe if you'd like. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.